Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? All right, not a whole lot in the news today, but there are some good articles that I think people should pay attention to, so let's get into this. Before we get started, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button, and if you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold, silver, or any other precious metals, head on over to our friends at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description, or just type in www.moneymetals.com/Pimpy. If you make a purchase when you follow that link, you will automatically be entered for a chance to win 10 free silver ounces. So get started today, and hopefully your stack will start to look like this real soon. So head on over, tell them Pimpy sent you. You can follow me over on other platforms. I do have my own group over on Facebook called Pimpy's Investment Chat. Over here, we do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. So head on over here and join us. It's free to do so. In here, I do post updates if I should get on suspension from YouTube or get removed from YouTube, and you want to know what happened to me, I'll let you know right here in this group. I can be found on Twitter, MeWe, YouTube, and the cool thing about YouTube, if you come over here and you join and you find my channel, I got videos going back, I believe, a couple years. So if you want to see some older videos that I have on Nasera, Jacera, gold, silver, cryptos, come on over here and join. Look me up and check out my videos. You can also find me on Odyssey. Catch me on Rumble. When I say that the links for all these are down below in the description, some of you don't know what I'm talking about. It's real simple. Just go down to the bottom right here of any of my videos. See this? This is the description. Hit show more. And there are all the links to all the platforms I just spoke about. So if you do want to head on over to Money Metals, just click it. And there you are. So come on over. Join us. I look forward to having you. Now this news here is really good, because I remember when Al-Qadimi made a bunch of changes when it comes to the fees at the ports and the border crossing. You know, they changed the way they do it. First of all, he fired a bunch of senior officials because they were very corrupt. Then he put in new types of computers to keep track of the fees that were supposed to be generated by these ports. So has it paid off? Well, apparently so. It's just transport. Exceptional revenues for Iraq's ports during the first half of 2023. And remember, that port of Fos still hasn't fully opened yet. Said the Ministry of Transport announced that the general company for Iraq ports achieved exceptional financial revenues during the first half of the current year. A statement by the ministry, of which the news received a copy of, the financial revenues of the Iraq Ports Company amounts to nearly 500 billion Iraqi dinars during the first half of this year, adding that those revenues exceeded by a large margin the revenues achieved during the same period in the previous 2 years. So, by a large margin. So the 2 years prior, they were nowhere near as much money as they've generated now off fees. This is awesome news. Another form of revenue away from the Iraqi oil. This is good. Wait till the ports are fully open. The exceptional financial achievement reflects the success of the development plans adopted by the company's management under His Excellency the Minister, which reflects the strength and sustainability of the company's growth and its ability to achieve good financial profits. Yeah, I know they want to give credit to Al-Sudini, but for those of you who've been talking about the Iraqi Dinar now for a couple years, we know that this was a program that was put into place under Al-Qadimi. And the fact that he got rid of most, if not all, of the corrupt people there, which I'm sure played a huge part of this. The Director General of Ports of Iraq said that the company's management focuses on improving the port infrastructure and developing the maritime fleet, in addition to achieving pressure on expenses and relying on local national skills. Noting that the financial revenues achieved in 2023 significantly exceeded the numbers recorded in the same period for the previous 2 years. Plus, they've now added 2 new ships to their fleet as well. Look, I know they're talking about keeping the same exchange rate to 2025, but at this rate, if they continue to generate revenues and strengthen the economy, I don't think that we're going to have to wait till 2025. The ministry statement confirmed that the Iraq Port Company is keen to continue implementing its strategic plan for development in order to maximize government revenues. Government revenues. That's what we want. And provide job opportunities for the Iraqi youth. That's another one. Put people to work. Explaining that the plan aims to improve performance and efficiency in ports and develop infrastructure in addition to benefiting from the latest technology to transform ports into smart ports that meet the needs of the global market. So congrats to Iraq on that one. That's huge. Here's another biggie. Yeah, India is now turning to Iraq for their oil. They were buying oil from Russia because it was discounted, but have no choice because that Russia's price has reached a certain level in which you could be punished by sanctions from the U.S. if you purchase it. India dials Iraq as Russian oil loses some charm. According to the industry experts and analysts, crossing the payment hurdle is not going to be too difficult if India and Russia work together. So we know that India is joining the BRICS nations and they will be partners with Russia, but there are some things they can't get away with and other things they can in fear of crossing paths with the United States and the G7. India's public sector refiners are in talks with the traditional West Asian suppliers of crude oil, particularly Iraq, to increase purchases amid a significant decline in discounts on Russian crude and likelihood of payment-related problems as Moscow's flagship Urals crude trades above the G7 price gap of $60 per barrel, as per a senior government official. So it looks like the discount that Russia was offering people in order to continue to have a healthy economy while they're under sanctions is dwindling. The discount on Russian crude has contracted drastically in recent weeks, and the public sector refiners are not looking to buy from Russia if they are charged more than the G7 price gap, said the official, who did not wish to be identified. India has asked Iraq to consider better payment terms, like increasing the credit period to 90 days from the current 60 days, in lieu of higher offtakes of Iraq oil by India public sector refiners, IOC, BPCL, and HPCL. It is a cleaner deal, the official said, referring to buying oil from India's traditional supplier like Iraq. Iraq has been supportive and a good trade partner. They have given us good discounts in the past as well. The official added, but did not elaborate on the discounts and additional volumes under consideration. Prior to the war with Ukraine, Iraq was India's largest supplier of crude oil. Russia, which used to be a marginal player, emerged as India's largest source of crude oil over the past 15 months, thanks to the deep discounts offered by Moscow to India refiners. Russia currently accounts for over 40% of India's oil imports by volume. The official did not quantify the erosion in discount on Russian oil. According to some estimates, the discounts on delivery price basis had fallen from under $4 per barrel in the recent weeks from last year's peak levels at $13 per barrel. So last year they were offering a discount of $13 off the going price, and now they're only offering $4 off the going price. Look, I'm sure in order to keep India as a customer, they're going to have to find a way to deepen that $4 per barrel price. Meanwhile, Russia's flagship Urals crude breached the G7 price gap of $60 per barrel this week for the first time since the ceiling on seaborne Russian crude took effect from early December. Urals makes up for over two-thirds of India's Russian oil imports, and the breach in price gap comes as global oil prices inch up due to production cuts by major suppliers and the dip in exports by Russia. So here's the problem that it generates. So far, IOC, BPCL, and HPCL have not bought any cargo of Russian oil priced above the $60 per barrel ceiling, and they don't intend to do it in the future as well. The price limit forbids transportation of Russian oil on Western ships and use of Western insurance services, and the cargoes are priced over $6 per barrel. Payments for oil cargoes on breach of price cap using dollars or euros are also problematic, as such transactions could lead to secondary sanctions. Therefore, India refiners and banks want to steer clear of such payments. So despite the fact that they're apparently getting ready to launch a new type of currency, or so the rumor says, this August, it doesn't seem like it's going to make a difference if India is worried about sanctions from the United States. So there's something wishy-washy about that. If you are telling the world that you're going to create a go-back currency, and that's what you're going to start doing trade in, and then you're worried about sanctions from the U.S., something doesn't add up. So congratulations out to Iraq on the amount of money exceeding the previous 2 years and fees generated through the ports. I look forward to seeing that increase even bigger than where it is today. That's it for now. Let me know what you think. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out.